guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back again with another video. If you're new to my channel, it's me, Bolly Badjo, the one and only. Follow me on all my social media, especially TikTok, because guys, I'm actually trying, I'm starting to be a TikToker. I make beauty content, self-care content on my TikTok, so make sure you guys go follow me, Bolly Badjo, on TikTok. Anyway, if you guys like my hair, I actually did a video on how I did this hair, then I didn't like it, so I deleted it. I don't know why I did that. I could have put it out because it was actually, but yeah, nah, y'all ain't ever gonna see that. This video, yeah, I'm actually nervous. I'm actually nervous. So basically, here's the thing. I've been very apprehensive about recording this video because I don't even know why. The reasons aren't valid, do you understand? They don't make any sense. It's in my head. But it's just like, do I want them to know my living situation? Do I want anyone to know that this is how I'm living? Like, what the hell? I don't know. I've just been like, oh my gosh, like, no, like, don't want anyone, like, do I want to share this part of me with my subscribers and with the world, basically? I've just been really, like, nervous about recording this video, innit? But anyway, without further ado, so today I'm going to talk about house sharing in London. House sharing in London. I don't really know what my reasons are putting this video out. In fact, I do have reasons. I'm lying. My reason, one of my reasons is that because I vlog, I feel like that those...
Get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit.
It's not about other people, but for myself, with the way I interact with social media and stuff, there's been a clear transition to when I actually lived in a family home to when I no longer do, like now. It got to a point where I was actively trying to hide the fact that I no longer live at home. So I feel like this video might be all over the place because my thoughts are just doing this right now. I felt like it, not that it became obvious, but for me, I noticed that, you know, and the more that I started to put my life out there, it just might not make sense if I'm downstairs in the kitchen, you know, and a white guy just walks past. Like, it just might not make sense. Not that it needs to make sense to anyone. I feel like this style of living is not showcased on YouTube at all, like in a lifestyle manner. Like if you type in house sharing in London, it might be like a documentary type of thing or like a informative, factual kind of video, but like not on a lifestyle channel. I don't really see, it's either that the YouTubers that we are all watching are not living in this kind of situation in a house share, or people just keep it hush hush because, you know, there's a stigma attached to it. Some people see it as shameful. I can certainly say that, like, I actively try to hide the fact that I was house sharing, the fact I wasn't living at home, and it's not like I'm living in my apartment or whatever. And that's the thing on YouTube, but everything to do with housing and YouTubers, from what I watch anyway, and I feel like we're all kind of watching the same people, I feel like it's always, oh, I just bought my new house, just moved into my new apartment, house tour, this and that, moving in together. Like, it's always the glam side of things, but there's no side like this side. I don't see this side, and for me, I feel like it's not really like as if it's my purpose or it's my destiny or I've been appointed to like keep it real, but my channel, I'm a regular babe. Like, I feel like my channel is for the regular babes out there. And also, come on, I know some of you are living in your mansions watching me. Don't think I don't know that you're in Lekki right now in your high-rise building watching my videos, or you know, you're in Miami, LA. Trust me, my channel is for everyone, but I definitely want to showcase the regular struggles of a 22-year-old young girl going through life. It's not easy, and I feel like sometimes on social media people try to hide the struggle and the journey, the work. All you see, bah, new car, bah, new house, but they didn't show this side, you get it? And it's not by force, but sorry, mad intro, guys. I need more drink. Can you hear? I feel nervous. Oh gosh. No, Oasis is too sweet. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, it's not by force anyone shares their life. I share what I share on YouTube because I like it, and I'm a lifestyle content creator. It's what I do. You're gonna see my life, and part of my life is the way I live. People live in house shares. It's not unheard of. It's not shocking. It doesn't mean you're broke. It doesn't mean that, oh, rah, like, it doesn't mean anything. There's a lot of people living in house shares in London. But yeah, I just want to kind of talk to you guys about the two different types of house shares that I've done. So what I did when I first finished university and what I'm doing now, and I want to tell you guys the process of looking for a house share, because right now we're in a lockdown. The pandemic has definitely made people lose their jobs, and like there's times that I'm on Twitter and I see people, you know, looking for a place or looking for somewhere affordable, like £600 a month, blah blah blah. More time if you're in London and you're looking for somewhere that's £600 a month, it's gonna be a house share, because tell me where, please, okay? It's not happening in London. So yeah, I just want people to know that this is normal. Like, it's not something to be embarrassed of. And when I tell you about the first house share that I lived in, you guys will kind of feel why I felt ashamed. And yeah, like it's not a shameful thing, like it's your reality. Anyway, so when I finished university, small story time, I didn't go home. To put a point blank period, that's just it. I've had a very difficult life, and I remember leaving for uni, and I prayed to God. I told God, I said, I don't want to come back home for uni. Like after uni, I don't want to come back home. It was something that I wished. I didn't want to go back home anyway. But sometimes the things you pray for, God either gives it to you because you're ready, or he gives it to you because you say you want this thing, right? It's okay, take it, let's see, kind of thing. And sometimes you pray for something and the way it comes at you is not the way you wanted it. Do you get it? Who did I think I was at 18 thinking, yeah, when I finish university, I'm not going to go back home. Well, I'm going to get a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom in London. Who did I think? Oh my Shelley Bay, yeah, it happens sometimes. It can happen like that, but chill. Relax. So anyway, when I finished university, things happened in life that meant that I couldn't go home. I did not go home for a transitional period where it's like, okay, you can just put your bags down and relax and wait till you find a job for a little bit. It all just sprung on me that, oh my gosh, like I need to find a place. At the end of my university experience, guys, I'm talking, it's time to go home with the suitcase, and this is what I'm finding out. So I went to stay at my sister's for a bit, and I think I stayed there for about a month or two. August is when I got my first place. So the way I found my place, when you're looking for a house share, you look on Spare Room. Well, there's probably many more sites, but I think the main site, and the main sites people know of, the sites that I used was Spare Room, Rightmove, and then there's Zoopla. But I didn't know about Zoopla back then for house shares. I thought Zoopla was only for when you want to go and buy a house, right? God knows I wasn't ready to buy no house. At this point, it was now a desperation thing where I need to find a place ASAP. Something was just poking me saying, Bolly, wake up and check your phone, Joe. Just go on Spare Room and just look for somewhere. It was obviously God, because I didn't have a job. Looking for a place, I don't have any money, I don't have a job. Thankfully, I didn't open a student overdraft while I was at uni. So I opened a student overdraft to help me live that summer. Woke up and I was like, I see a house. I see the room was really big. I didn't want to do house sharing. Like, I also saw the stigma, like, what? Because think about it, even when you're going to university, what, you live in shared accom, it's not really, we don't see it as a good thing, innit, like as young people. Anyway, but that's a reality I just had to accept very quickly. So woke up that morning, checked Spare Room, saw the house, got a house tour. Flipping beautiful house, huge, big, clean. Because for me, that's one thing I said, there's no way I can't live in a place that's dirty. Anyway, so I went to see it now. It was an Asian family. So this was my first experience lodging. So for those of you that don't know what that is, lodging is basically, from my understanding anyway, this is not a dictionary definition, but it's living with a family, or living in with the landlord, basically. So this was a living landlord situation. I accepted it there and then. It was £400 a month for that room. I don't have a job, that I don't think it could get any cheaper. £400, it doesn't get better, because I was really looking. Like, it wasn't just that one time that I looked. I have been looking, and everything that you see in London is always 650, 750, and even when you're paying like 750, it's ugly. It's not nice. Like, it's not nice, I can't lie. Some of the house shares that some people put, it's just not nice, but some of them are nice. It was £400 a month, which was very good. I think around that time as well, I got a job in H&M. So that summer, every single penny I got in that whole of August, I think I was working at H&M. The moment I got paid, boom. Some people ask for a deposit. More time they always do ask for a deposit. Some of the deposits is the complete 1 month rent payment. So my deposit was £400. Some people then, on top of the deposit, ask for a 1 month rent in advance payment. So in my context, that was another £400. So altogether, I had to fork out £800 on the spot. I lived there for literally 1 year. I was living with a mum, a dad, and their 3 kids. One of which was very young, like 6 years old or something. For me personally, it wasn't bad. So living with a landlord, if you guys want to go into house sharing, I think when you live with a landlord, most of the time I do find that the prices for a living landlord situation tends to be cheaper, because they understand the inconvenience of living with a landlord. Like, I think because they know, like, it's long. At first I felt very uncomfortable. That's the truth. I felt really uncomfortable because this is uncomfortable. Like, I don't live in my family home. This was not what I was ready for. Like, lodging was not something I was ready for. Don't get me wrong, guys, they were so welcoming. Like, they were so welcoming and so accommodating for the whole time. Just be wary that a landlord will sell what they want to sell, because they need you to take that on. That's just that. So I had the impression that I'm gonna have my own bathroom, because for me, it's not a shared bathroom kind of situation. I don't want to do that. That was what it was. I was like, okay, of all things, I don't want to share that. So when I saw that you get your own bathroom, that was what even made me think, oh, that's good. So when I moved in, you know, thinking my own bathroom, it wasn't my own bathroom. Everyone was still kind of using it, and it was just like a bit annoying. And I did flag it up, but it was just like, oh. I stayed there for about a year. I think the moment I knew that I wanted to move out was when the lockdown happened. When the lockdown happened, I felt like yeah, my mental health was not taking that because I couldn't sleep because of the young child they had. I never knew that sleep was so important until the time when I really was not sleeping. It affected me terribly. We went into lockdown in like April. 5 months my sleep was disrupted every single day. I'm telling you guys, without fail, it was driving me mad. It was driving me mad. I couldn't take it. Like, I would literally be woken up by screaming. And kids, if you want to go into a house share, unless you can deal with that and you love it, you must really love kids. Don't do that. Don't do that, honestly speaking. That was a time where it was just like, okay, I need to leave because this is too much. I literally had a mental breakdown, period. Like, I woke up, I couldn't take it. My eyes felt like they were bloodshot red. Like, I felt my head was banging. I had a panic attack. Like, oh my God, like, is this my life? This is it. I called my friend Sarah Jo. I was crying. I literally couldn't breathe. I was hyperventilating. I said, I haven't had a good night's sleep in months. And Sarah was like, no way, Wally, like, you need to get out of there. So literally she looked for me. She checked Zoopla. This was even the first time I checked Zoopla. Sent me this place. This is where I am now. And yeah, sent me this place. Boom. I literally called them up. I said, yo, how much is it? Price was sweet. I paid £450 a month for this space. But yeah, I went to view it, fell in love. Clean aesthetic. It's the typical. When I saw the room did not look like this, by the way. The room did not look like this. When you go for viewings, you need to have a vision when you see the space of what you're gonna do to it. Because one of the things that I prayed for as well while I was living like in my old place is that I want a YouTube space. Like, I need a place where I could do YouTube, because that place, different people have a different aesthetics in it, but for me, I didn't think it was cute. Like, that was one of the other reasons why I felt quite embarrassed, because it was like, I don't want to be rude. It just wasn't my kind of space. That's it. It just wasn't my kind of space. Yeah, as a content creator, the aesthetic did not make sense for me. So one thing I kept saying is, I need a YouTube space. I need a YouTube space. I need a YouTube kind of space. And when I saw this room, I just saw how blank the canvas was. I said, beautiful. Like, I wanted it. I took it straight away. Paid the deposit. So when you finish living in the whatever place you're living and you move out, the deposit you paid them, they give it to you. So that deposit, I just added money to it, paid the deposit. And one of the things that I also really just couldn't take with that place I was living, I don't know, different landlords are different in it, but this landlord had house rules, and those house rules were just, for me, it's just, I'm a young babe, it's too stringent. I can't live like that. Like, no one was allowed to stay over, like, at all, period. My boyfriend couldn't come and stay around, my friends couldn't come and stay around. Obviously sometimes I broke those rules because it's like, sorry, like, it just didn't make sense. You can't, like, of course you can, it's your house, but no. It's just like, come on, I have a life outside of living here, you know, like, people will come and go, people will come and stay around, like, what the hell? You know, when I was gonna come home late, I had to kind of inform them that I'm gonna come home late. It's kind of started that way, but I just thought, I'm not doing that. Like, why do I need to inform, like, well, I don't know, but, you know, locking the door and that. I get it, like, it is a family home, they do have kids, so you do need to, like, honor that as well. But I just started to just tell them, I said, look, if I'm not coming home, I will tell you, lock the door. So for me, the house rules, didn't like it. So that's another thing, living with a landlord, what they say goes. You can't change it. Like, that's literally that. Obviously when my mum came from Nigeria, she came to visit and whatever, he said because it's family it was cool. But then after when my mum left, he was like, yeah, next time it's gonna be £15 extra every night for when she's here. And it's just like, allow it. But all that was just long, do you get it? And then because they were Muslim, that was also long for me. I'm a Christian girl. I will always respect you guys. Like, Muslims, I respect you 100%. But things like, for example, if I had a male come into the house, if my boyfriend came over, he couldn't really just go downstairs to get us the drinks in the fridge. So it was just like, I would always have to be the one to go and make us food. I would always have to be the one to go. Like, it wasn't just like, it just wasn't free. You know how it is when you're just in your own crib where, all right, babe, you like, babe can come over, but babe will be the one to sort out the food or to do whatever. It just wasn't that. I couldn't enjoy that. The people that came to visit felt really like, oh, here I am, I'm very, you know, it's just living with the landlord. That's just what it is. Like, it's not about them, it's just the living situation, isn't it? So as you can see, the main thing I'm trying to say is that I won't recommend the landlord here. Also, if they're being Muslims, no alcohol in the house. That's another thing you need to think about when you're looking for a house share. The demographics also matter. Culturally as well, I did not understand the words that they'll be saying sometimes. Just little things like, there was just the whole, I was in another world. Do you understand? Don't get me wrong, I was comfortable. I feel like the way I'm making it sound is like, oh my god, like, no, these are just things to look out for. It's just who I am. I'm able to really adapt. Someone else could go and do the same thing I did and just feel like, oh my god, like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is this? So 1 year later, came to this place. So this is the same kind of situation, but there's no landlords. Everyone that lives here is like me. We are all sharing. We are all just tenants in this big house, and It's great. I feel like I live alone. I barely bump into anybody because everyone just kind of, you know, minds their own business, stays in their room. When I say see people, it's just hi, we banter, we talk. It feels like I'm at uni. Like, it really feels like I'm in a university accommodation. Yeah, same thing, same process. Came to view it, saw what I liked. Right now, leaving that place and just a change of space, yeah, has completely flipped my mental health over. As you can see, I said I wanted a YouTube space. I've made it into more of the space I want. I don't think I'm gonna make so many more changes simply because this is not a permanent place. Do you understand? It's not a permanent place. I'm working towards bigger and better things for myself. So I'm just using this as my nest until I'm able to spread my wings and actually just fly. Yeah, I've been living here for about 3 months now. Damn, 5 months, 4 months, jeez. It is so chilled out. I haven't even met the landlords. I think the main thing I just want to show you guys is that, one, house sharing is not embarrassing. It's not something to be embarrassed about, because at the end of the day, it's your reality. And if you feel ashamed, because people do try to make people feel ashamed, like I remember seeing one nonsense beef on the internet with some girls, and I saw one of them was like, oh, you're, and this, I don't want to say names, but she's living with an uncle, you're house sharing, you're broke. I'm just like, fam. But then it's that same girl now that I've seen that's gonna buy a house. Don't be looking at nobody's living situation and be thinking they broke, okay? Because some people be living like this by choice because they're saving for a mortgage. Do you understand? They're living like this because they know that in a few months they're going to go and move to LA. The house already bought there. They're living like this because they know they're going to go and live in Nigeria. The house is already bought there. Don't be looking at people's living situations and judging them, because it means absolutely nothing. You don't know the situations, you get it? Like right now, I can choose to go and get a place, like a 1-bedroom. Where I'm at the point where I really can't just do that. But then it's like, why? Why am I paying rent into someone else's pocket when I can save for a house? Right now, it's easy. I pay whatever, all bills included. Calm. Right now, I've got my ring light on. I've got the lights on my mirror on. My TV's on standby. I don't even know what's on there. My main light is on. I'm not thinking about the bills. Do you understand? So right now, I feel like, because I'm still a young person, living in this kind of situation allows me to just still be a young person. I'm just able to chill. If you're looking for a house share, always look for bills included, because that's always available. I don't see why you should be paying extra bills at all. Trust me guys, there are some nice house shares in London. Like some people even have house shares where they have a really big house and then they build like a mini apartment in the house. So you have your own kitchen, like you have your own bathroom, you have your own bedroom, you have your own living room area in the big house. But yeah, like I just really wanted to make this video talking about my experiences. I just wanted you guys to know that this is real life. Like this is real life, innit? Like there's definitely thousands of us that in this London that live like this, and it's not something to be embarrassed about. Thinking about a house share, it's not gonna be an ugly place, because you guys will not see this room and think this is just a room. I don't know, me personally, when I used to think of house shares, I just thought like a hostel kind of living. Even hostels, bruv, there's some nice ones. Like there's there's great situations, there's shit situations in it, and even in shit situations they'll be great. It's not all terrible, do you understand? Should be they say all that glitters is not gold, all that's brown is not shit. Okay, I need to stop. Anyway, I think that I have told you guys about my experience in as much detail as I can. I don't really want this video to be too long, because it's not as if you lot have asked me anything. If you guys want like a more, I don't know, if you want a Q&A or like a question centered video where you guys ask me personal questions about this and just anything you want to know, because I've just done this off my own back. I don't really know what kind of information people are looking for when it comes to this stuff. I kind of just did this video to reassure and just to show the side of life that that black YouTubers in London don't really seem to show. But thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was insightful, and yeah, I'll see you in another one. Bye. Mwah.